Hello. Very nice to meet you. Big fan of your work. You feel like you've done so many things. So what is it about this movie that drew you to want to be a part of it?
Well, very specifically, two of my favorite genres are being mashed together in this movie. So I grew up, when I was 15, I saw James Dean in East of Eden. I've talked about it ad infinitum. But I saw that movie, and it was very similar to my own upbringing. I had my father and my older brother, and we were just a little family. My mom sadly couldn't be around as much as I would have liked, but I related to that movie because of the family dynamic. So for the longest time, I thought, well, I want to make an independently spirited family drama like East of Eden, and I want to mash it with either science fiction or horror, because I also have that other hat that I wear. I enjoy a good horror film or a good science fiction movie, a good monster movie. You could put those two together, then I thought it would be a uniquely personal expression. So that's what drew me to Arcadian.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
I haven't seen it myself.
You haven't?
No, this is my first time. I'm going to see it with all you guys.
Well, hello. Congratulations.
What's up? Hey, thank you.
I got to ask you, what's it like working with Nick Cage?
He's the best. I love Nick. He's awesome. I highly recommend it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Nick Cage and everything. He's the best. He's the most generous collaborator. He's a fantastic actor, which often means being a fantastic writer, fantastic director. He's kind of all those things. You know, I think actors are the greatest resource on any set. You know, when I work, my greatest moment is when I get to learn from actors. Yeah. They're the best. And so yeah, Nick is the best. Is among the best. He's like the top.
Well, off of that, what do you think you learned from Nick?
Nick, so okay, there's a more complicated way to describe it, but an actor's process is something you can learn in school. But the way to actually become a master of it is to do it as long as he's done it, and to do it in as many films as he's done it, play as many parts as him. And so when it comes to what you're trying to say with a scene, what you're trying to say with a character, with a gesture, with a choice, you know, having those things for me as a director adjudicated against somebody who has communicated that way through choices his whole life, it's like sensei, you know. It's you just sit there and you kind of marvel at the brilliance. It's always just simple little things. But if your antenna's up for it and you've made a couple films and whatnot, you go, oh my God, that's the most brilliant thing. Like for instance, on this movie, this happened to be my idea, but there's a moment where I came up with the idea that Nick should lock a door. Yeah. That's it, just turn a lock. And because we both are on that level, he turned to me, he's like, you just saved me, thank you. Yeah. It's like, that's what working's like. Yeah. It's just little things in it, but if you are a director and actor, you know the craft, you know how the difference it makes, you know.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Saw Y2K. Phenomenal.
Hell yeah, thank you.
So how does it feel to have two films here today?
Dude, I feel so lucky. I'm so, like, what? That's so cool. It's nice, too, to, like, we're at the same theater, but, like, having that nighttime screening and it being very, like, you know, everyone's drinking, having a good time, and now we're in, like, the heat, and it's nice. It's nice. I love it.
What was it about the Arcadian that made you want to be a part of it?
Oh, man. Well, there's two words, really, Nick Cage.
Yeah, right, fair.
But then also, besides that, I really, you know, I love the characters. I love that it was something so grand, like the end of the world and post-apocalyptic setting and monsters and all this, but really it just comes down to a relationship between a father and two sons. And I loved all of the little routines that they had and how kind of how normal and like benign the apocalypse became for them, you know. Like we always experience crazy shit like COVID and stuff, but it eventually became the norm and it didn't feel too crazy. So and the crazier things happen, still the little things matter. Your relationship, you get jealous of your brother for liking a girl and like all of that little stuff that made it so human. I
love that. I can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hello, congratulations.
Hey, thank you so much.
So I got to know, what was it like working with Nick Cage?
That's the question of the day.
I know,
Nick
I'm
is,
sure.
no, I'm rightfully so. Nick is I don't need to tell you, he's a wildly talented actor, and I was just so grateful to be able to go to set every day and learn something new. I think Nick he comes to set every day with the intention of how a scene needs to go, ideas, and he's one of the most prepared actors I've ever worked with. I think that's what's so great about this entire crew and cast, was that everybody was so ready and so on their A game that we were able to do it as quick as we needed to do it. But Nick would come in with these ideas, and he'd be so collaborative to the younger performers in this project that we really appreciated it. He didn't necessarily have to be, but it was such a growing experience. He was incredible to work with. I learned a lot, partly through that collaboration.
Yeah, and then besides Nick, what else made you want to be part of this film?
Obviously, the amazing cast and crew. The person who I work with most is Jaeden. And Jaeden, being a little bit older than me, he's that person who, when I was first starting out, he was kind of the people whose career I admired most. As a young actor, I looked up to him a lot. So, I guess getting to come and know that I'd be able to work with Jaeden, someone who I really looked up to, who was close to my age, was incredible. And, I mean, bonus, we're really close friends now. And, I guess that getting to make that connection was really worth it.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm his manager too.
You are?
Yeah, we worked together for a long time. I think like 17, 18 years.
So what's he like, really like? Is he like...
Friggin' awesome.
As everyone would expect, right?
As awesome as you would think and hope. He's also really, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we laugh all the time.
Oh, I love that. So tell me about...
This movie, though.
Not in this movie. This movie looks a little scary.
No jokes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, great cast also, like just besides Nick.
Yeah, terrific. The kids are kids. They're all grown people. But, but Max and Jaeden and Sadie are all really wonderful in the film.
Yeah, so just tell me a little bit about Arcadian.
Well, it's got as many genres as I could think of to put together. It starts out as sort of a family drama and then becomes sort of a horror action mystery thriller. I like to think of it as. So hopefully there's a couple surprises and you'll like one of the genres, if not more.
I was going to say, I like all those genres already.
Great.
This feels right up my alley. I saw the trailer. I was like, yes, I can't wait.
The trailer's really fun. They did a really nice job with that.
Yeah, so I was going to say, how did you feel when you saw the trailer?
Did, very excited. Yeah, I showed it to my kids. They're 16. And they liked it, so it must be good.
Yeah, exactly. Always ask the kids. Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations.
No problem. Thanks, Tessa.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So what was it about Immaculate that made you want to be a part of it?
I mean, of course, the first thing was that Syndey was there. And she called me. We met in first time in this event in Madrid, where I live in Spain. We shared just a few words. And after a week or something, I get this offer to be part of the movie. It was her idea. And it was like, oh, wow, it's Syndey Sweeney. I mean, I consider her an extremely good actress. She's absolutely amazing. And it was the first thing to say yes. But of course, you have to read the script and see who is behind all the production or whatever. So I read it. And I fell in love with it. Because I think it's a horror movie, but I think it's full of layers, and he touches some themes that I consider that are very important to talk about these days, and I think was, in a way, a necessary movie to be made, so I thought it was a good idea to be part of it.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it. Can you tell me a little bit about your character? I know you have to stay away from spoilers, but...
It's very difficult without making any spoiler, but I have to say that he's a guy who's a priest. His name is Father Tedeschi, and he's a priest in charge of the convent where Sister Cecilia, with Syndey Sweeney, comes to be part of, and that's what I can tell. I cannot.
Amazing. Well, I'm very excited to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hello, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Very happy.
So tell me a little bit about what made you want to be a part of the Immaculate.
Well, I was honored. I received a message from Syndey. She told me that she was really happy if I would accept the role, which was a very beautiful one, actually, because we are friends in the story. So I made the film with her, And it's my first English film. So it's a new experience for me, and it was beautiful. They shot in my city, in Roma, so it was perfect. Beautiful film in my country. I mean, it's strange, but can happen.
Well, what are you most excited for people to see? I'm sure there's quite a bit of jump scares in here.
It's a story about humanity, and there is the character behind the plot, which is very interesting. The weakness and the strength of this young girl who tries to find herself in this convent, and she tries to forget something she left behind, but then she will find something even worse. So it's like about a calculation of our life, a balance that we try to do, everyone. So it's very interesting.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it. Congratulations.
Me too. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Hello.
How's it going?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell me about Immaculate.
Syndey Sweeney is a nun covered in blood screaming for her life. And
I love that.
that's all you need. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what makes Syndey Sweeney such a great person for this role?
I mean, it's what her fans have demanded. After Euphoria season 2, they were like, Syndey, you need to do a horror movie. We want to see you go unhinged. And this movie, she delivers. She delivers. That's all I can say.
Amazing. Well, I'm sure you got to stay away from spoilers, but what are you most excited for people to see?
The final cut to black. Like, this is one of those movies where the last 2 minutes you are holding your breath and you're wondering, is she going to do what I think she's going to do? And then when it happens, there's this sense of the audience collectively catching their breath at the end. And that sense of catharsis is, I think, what the best horror movies are able to achieve.
Absolutely. I love a good horror movie. So why do you think South by Southwest is such a perfect place for Immaculate to play?
I mean, the audiences here are absolute maniacs. Like, they react, they're the perfect audience. They're genre forward. I've been to this festival several times with short films, so for me it's kind of a bit of a homecoming, and it's just a good hang. It's a good hang. It's a great place to be.
I love it. Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have been wanting to see this movie since I saw the trailer. It looks amazing.
Oh my God, thank you.
But I'd love to know for you, what was it that made you want to be a part of it?
There were so many reasons, from the character, from the unexpected ending, from the ground truth of fear. Like, it's just, there's a lot of elements you'll see.
So were there any horror movies you binge watched to kind of prepare yourself for this role?
Well, Rosemary's Baby was a big inspiration for us for this film.
Yeah. What do you think it is about South by Southwest that makes it such a great place to play this film?
I think this is a perfect place to premiere Immaculate. I mean, everyone's so nice and they're excited, and I can't wait to feel the audience's energy in the theater.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see this, and I can't wait for the next season of Euphoria.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'd love to know what inspirations you had for this.
Goodness. Well, there were a lot of those playlists and all kinds of things that Michael shared with me when we started. We talked about Argento, we talked about all of that stuff. Honestly, in the end, we just kind of threw it all out and started and found our own thing. And the first thing that I had to write was a mass, because there's some on-camera performances that the nuns do in the movie at the beginning. So I wrote this mass in Latin that's ecclesiastic but slightly weird. And I feel like that kind of was the jumping off point for me, and we found our own very odd language, and it's a weird score. I'm very proud of it. So
I love it. I mean, you need a weird score when you have a horror movie.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, this is the most fun world for composers, this genre. So most freedom, I think.
Is that really what made you want to be a part of it?
I mean, I wanted to be a part of anything that Mohan and Syndey have worked on together. So we did a movie together called The Voyeurs before this one, and then I was very lucky to get brought onto this. So yeah, they're both wonderful to work for. So
that's amazing. And so what do you think it is about South by Southwest that makes it such a great place to play this film?
You know, the energy here is so unique. I realized this morning, this is my 5th time here, and I've been here with 2 different bands. I've been here with a bunch of different films, and I don't know, I walked around a lot this morning and was just like, there's like a beating, pulsing energy to it that just seems so right for this. This movie is very shocking, it's very unexpected, this seems like the right home for it. So,
Amazing. Well, I'm excited to see it. Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Well, hello.
Hi.
I'm Tessa with CBR. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm lovely. So tell us about Magpie. What's it about?
So Magpie is the story of a married couple who are having some problems and they aren't getting on as well as they did. But the wife, played by Daisy Ridley, is trying to kind of keep the whole family together. They have a 6-year-old daughter and a baby, and the daughter gets a part in the film, and the husband, played by Shazad Latif, takes her as this chaperone on set and falls for the leading lady movie star, which is Matilda Lutz. And Daisy is kind of pushed to the extreme as she realizes what's happening, and she starts to investigate it and work out what she can do to get her life back on track.
Amazing. Well, I think Daisy's incredible. But what was it about her that made her a fit for this role?
Daisy has this kind of inner power and energy about her that you believe she can do things, and you've got to have that in this, because the preconception of this character is that there's too much weighing on her, but she never crumbles, and she takes that everything that's going wrong and she turns it into something that she can actually take control of.
So excited to see it, because she's a phenomenal actor. She's incredible.
She's incredible, and she's such a lovely person and so much fun and just loves filmmaking. I mean, it was brilliant producing this with her. She's really she wants to be on top of everything, which is brilliant.
Yeah, I love that. Now, what are you most excited for people to see in this film?
The ending, really. There's a moment, I think the thing is that it's just, you take the whole journey with these characters, and then you realize, you start to understand them and what can happen in, it's a kind of a modern noir, I think.
Yeah, awesome. So it feels like it's got rewatchability, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Well, hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about Magpie.
Magpie follows a family, a mother who is left at home with a baby while the father takes the other child to a film set, a film that she's been cast in. And we follow those two journeys of a woman left pushed beyond her limits and a man who is falling in love with the woman that's playing his daughter's mother.
Boy, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot packed into an hour and a half.
I love it so much. So was there something in the scripts that you were most excited to shoot that you can talk about?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I mean, honestly, I was excited to do all of it. It got to the first day and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe we've done this. Like seeing trailers and stuff, I was like, oh my God. Something I was really looking forward to. I suppose the running scene, which when people see it will know what that is, was watching it back, I was like, how it was shot was so beautiful and such a moment of my character trying to escape and being unable to. That I feel is a real gorgeous centerpiece to the film.
And what do you think, why do you think South by Southwest is the perfect place for this to premiere?
I feel like I hear the audiences here are very lovely, which is great. But I mean, even last year, the films I saw from South by, I was like, oh my God, these are amazing, fun, sort of dark. And that's what Magpie is.
Awesome. What are you most excited for people to see, for the audience to see?
I think all of it. There's a lot in there. There's so much that Sam, our director, and Laura, our DP, drew from in terms of visual imagery. And then the performances of everyone are amazing. So just the whole thrill ride.
Awesome. And then before we go, I've got to ask you, because my daughters will kill me if I don't, do you know when we'll potentially see Ray again? They love her and they're hers for Halloween.
I don't know when we'll see her again, but probably, when would it be? Where are we now? 2026.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Sounds good, because we love Ray. She's very strong and powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd love to know what it was about Magpie that made you want to be a part of it.
I love the fact that there's a very quick judgment to every character, and then you change your opinion completely on all three of them through the movie.
I love that. Can you tell me a little bit about the film?
It's very hard to talk about the film without spoiling it. but it's the story of Ben and Annette, a couple who have a daughter, Matilda, who gets cast in a movie playing my stepdaughter. So I'm a film star making this movie, and I'm dealing with the aftermath of this intimate video that leaked online. And I befriend Ben, and we start a relationship.
And what was it like working with Daisy? Because she's incredible.
That's one of the reasons why I decided to do this project. I read the script and I thought it was amazing. And the fact that she came up with the idea and wrote it with Tom, her husband, and one day, like, that's what I would love to do, like direct and create my own idea. I just really wanted to see what it was like to be leading and also producing on the film.
Awesome, I love that. Now, when you were going through the script, was there anything you were most excited to film? Of course, without spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that I could play two characters and, you know, because I play an actress and I'm acting in a film, which is a period piece in the 18th century, that was like really fun to do. And it was very funny because sometimes when we were shooting those scenes, there were like some behind the scenes and we couldn't tell who was like crew, like real crew of the film and who was like just playing the crew. So that was really fun to do.
That's funny. That sounds like it's a little challenging sometimes. Yeah. And then real quick, I have to ask you about Red Sonja because I'm very, very excited for that. Is there anything at all you can tease? I love the comic.
So what I can tell about Red Sonja is that the first ones in the comics were with a very male gaze orientation. This is a completely different story and it's very women empowered, which I loved about the script.
Awesome. I'm so excited to see it and I'm excited to see this too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hello. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what is it about Magpie you think that makes South by Southwest the perfect place to premiere it?
Well, I hope the movie's fun and it's got an energy and it's quite a young film in terms of its cast and kind of the people involved in making it. So I hope that's reflected here. There's amazing energy here. There's a lot of enthusiasm. People love movies, so it's sort of perfect for us.
And then what was it like working with Daisy and this cast, the whole cast behind the scenes?
The whole cast, it was amazing. I mean, just a joy. Daisy was tremendous to work with. She's so disciplined, so prepared. She obviously originated the idea with Tom, who wrote the script. We all worked very closely on it together. So she turned up, she delivered. I mean, I said to her, the first day when I was on set with her, it's my first feature, right? So everything's there, the set's there, the camera's there, the crew, the furniture, whatever, all the things we worked out. And then Daisy steps into frame, does a scene, and you go, yeah, that's what the movies are like. When someone has that mega charisma and presence, and you go, that's cinema. And across the board, I'm delighted with the cast. They've just been wonderful to work with. Matilda Lutz, Shazad Latif, Sherelle Skeet, Pippa Bennett Warner, Alistair Petrie, Hibber Ahmed. They're not with us, unfortunately, but they've all been across the board a joy, yeah.
Well, when you're working with someone who worked on the script and then they're in the movie, do things change kind of on the go? Do they think, or do they really want to stick to their script?
Well, we changed the script a lot together, Tom, Daisy and I, as we went along. When we're on set itself, we tended to stick to it, but there were slight shifts. And Tom was working in LA, so we'd kind of communicate with him, but he was totally up for it. That'd be small things at that stage, because like any film, you need to prepare the hell out of it, turn up and get it done. There was some free thinking on the day, but not much, because we knew the script was very, very tight. So yeah.
I'm very, very excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet. No.
I'm so excited for you to see it. Cool. So you're in tonight.
Yes, I can't wait to see it. Because the trailer. I'm just so excited about it.
Good.
But what are you most excited for people to see?
A lot of things. Daisy's performance. I'm really excited about Shazad and Matilda. I'm excited about the music and the story, Tom's script, seeing where it goes, trying to guess what's going to happen, following Annette. I hope people enjoy it.
I love a movie that you want to go back and rewatch, and I hear that is kind of what this is.
Well, that would be great. I mean, who doesn't want that? That's a great thing. Yeah, I hope it will warrant multiple viewings for sure. I mean, that's the greatest, honor if that's the case,
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much. Pleasure talking to you.
Nice to talk to you.
See you later. Thank you.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me a little bit about Magpie.
Magpie follows the story. I'm a guy playing Ben, and I'm married to Annette, who's Daisy's character, and we moved to the countryside. Our relationship's not in a great way, and I'm trying to get creative inspiration and trying to write my next novel, and I chaperone my daughter to work because she's an actor, child actor, and I start to fall for Matilda's character, and I get quite obsessed, and I start to look there for the needs of my life and my desires.
How do you get in the mindset of that? Because it's not very nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. I spent 2 weeks in a room with Daisy being really horrible to her, so it was really an interesting way of filming things. But yeah, I mean, I suppose you just gotta. It was just a very well written piece, so it's quite depressing for a long time. But at least we had Hibba, who was the young girl. She had a joyous energy, so she lightened things.
What was it like working with her and with Daisy?
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, we all just. Yeah, Hibba was just she's a very, very intelligent young kid, man. Just so bright and emotional, and yeah, everyone's just a pro, man. Working with Daisy was great, and it was just, we felt like we were just straight away on the same page and go and do the work.
Awesome, I love it. So when you were going through the script, was there a scene in particular you were like really excited to film, without spoilers?
Really excited to film. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'm trying to think now. Well, I like the sort of, there's a movie within a movie in element in the film, and so I've always wanted to be in a scene where there's like, you see the cameraman and the sound guy and you're like walking past and there's a tracking shot. I like doing that stuff. So it's like Postcards from the Edge or something. I like that kind of vibe. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff I was sort of scared to film as well, but I'm sure you'll see, when you see the film, you'll know why.
I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm dying to see it. It looks great. Is there something you're most excited for audiences to see?
Just the whole piece, how it comes together. I just want to see what it makes people feel. I just want to see that, be in the audience and see the reaction live,
Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm Tessa with CBR. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm lovely. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Tell me a little bit about Magpie and where this idea kind of came from.
The idea came from Daisy's head. I picked her up from the airport after she finished the film, and she said, I've had this crazy idea for a film, just a kind of kernel of an idea. And she said, do you think we should make it? Do you like it? And we just started building it from there. And effectively, I'd be writing for about 4 hours a day. She'd come in. I'd show her what I've got. She'd give me notes. I'd pace up and down, chain smoking, all nervous. And then she'd tell me where to go. And we built it like that. So it's like... yeah, that's how we did it.
I love it. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's about?
It is about a woman who has been pushed to her limits. She has been crushed and beaten and battered emotionally, and watching her power be sort of compressed into a position where it can only retaliate.
I'm very excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear it's incredible.
Oh, good. I hope you think so, yeah.
So was it always kind of the plan to have Daisy star, or did that kind of just come about naturally?
No, it was always the idea. I mean, the idea initially was that Daisy would play a different role in it, but as I started to move away from Daisy's original idea and flesh out I was fascinated by this woman left at home who wasn't the focus of the film. And I kept saying to Daisy, this woman's a fascinating character, and I'm leaning more and more creative. I'm having more ideas about her story and what she can do. And as Daisy started to read the pages, she went, oh, I think I want to play that role. And I'd already started to tailor it to her in a way. And it's one of the most rewarding experiences. Daisy's one of my favorite actors, and being able to write to what I know her strengths are was so rewarding, because I could be really daring and bold and write a whole scene with no dialogue, just her character's thoughts. And Sam, our director, he agreed. He said, man, you can just stick a camera on Daisy and she's got it going, and she can hold that. And yeah, so yeah, it was super, super rewarding.
Awesome. I'm so excited. What do you think it is about South by Southwest that makes this the perfect place to premiere Magpie?
It's just, your guys' support and enthusiasm is insane. The second we landed, there's just this open arms, and the whole day we've just been doing press interviews. And I started today, I couldn't sleep. I was so nervous. This is a new experience for me as a writer. And yeah, I was really scared. But within the first 10 minutes of the first interview, the love and support and enthusiasm just to have created anything and to share it was really beautiful. And not everywhere is welcoming. There's a lot of critical things, and of course you open yourself for criticism. But I think to launch it from a platform of such enthusiasm and support feels really special. So thanks for having us.
Of course. Now, last question: what are you most excited for people to see in the film?
the end. I think
everyone keeps saying.
Yeah, it's such a, because it took such a while to construct this. It was such a hard thing to sort of balance, showing what happens, what doesn't happen, and kind of just wrong-footing an audience, that their perceptions are challenged, not only with all the characters, but how they judge people, why they judge them. And I'm hoping that by the end of it, people really have a discussion about sort of, oh my God, I was so quick to judge this person and this person. I thought this was what was going on, and it never was. And it was really exciting to construct it. And the feedback so far, people have really felt that. So it's been very rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like one of those movies where when it ends, you're like, I gotta watch this again.
Yeah, and really it was such a, I hope, with Sam, our director, his sort of master touch of like just fine-tuning little moments that if people were to go back and watch again, they go, oh my God, there. We never want, I said to everyone, we can never cheat in this movie. We can't trick people and not show them what's actually going on, but we just have to move the lens so that we're just obscuring their view from what they think is happening. So I hope that what people take away is they go, oh my God, how did I not see that? Let's watch it again and see if we can see where those flag posts are.
Yeah, because that's like a challenge to make it not super obvious, but like it's there.
Completely. And really, I my favorite, you can only make what you love, right? And my favorite films are the ones that you're not spoon-fed, you have to lean forward, you have to pay attention. And so it was really sort of fine-tuning those. We couldn't spoon-feed anything to anyone, but nor did you want to put people in the dark, because people turn off if they don't feel engaged. So it's that careful balancing act. It took a long time in the edit to get that just right, and we had audience people come in halfway through, tell us how they were feeling, and just gauge a reaction. So we think we've managed to steer it into a good place.
Well, I'm very excited to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Thank you. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So tell me a little bit about The Gutter.
It's a bowling movie. It's a fish out of water story about a guy named Walt who's down bad. He needs money. He keeps getting fired from jobs because he's incapable of doing a normal task. And he finds this bowling alley, and he finds a group of weirdos in this bowling alley. And a Moselle, who owns the bowling alley, hires him. She finds out that the bowling alley is going under. And through a series of events, Walt discovers that he's actually a great bowler himself. Skunk, Darcy's character, kind of guides them through this world, and they go on a tour where they start to destroy Linda Kirsten, Susan Sarandon's records, so drawing her out of retirement, ending in a clash between two greats, new and old.
Oh, I can't wait. And I mean, let's just talk about the cast. You named a few, but like this cast has got to be a dream cast for you.
It was, absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
Who's this? I don't know this person, but she's been following me around for 2 days. Yeah, well, I think initially, like our plan was like, when me and Yassir looked at it, we're like, we want to find people who we want to work with. We focus less on like, oh, this person hasn't done comedy, or we've never seen somebody in this role and this and that. We were like, who's dope, who's talented, who would be fun to work with? And we kind of threw together a cast off of that. And we were very fortunate. People read the script, they liked it, they met with us, they wanted to work with us. And we were very fortunate for that because, like you said, like the cast is insane. Yeah, literally insane. Darcy is literally insane. Yeah.
Paul Reiser, Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
What is that? Shameik Moore. Like,
yes.
It just gets better and better as you're going down the IMDb list.
Absolutely. And like I said, like they're just all so talented, and they each brought something different to the table, but it melted together. It was like, I mean, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it was like a gumbo, like, you know, like all of them mixed in together. It was great. And it was just so fun to watch them bond and stuff, like independent of us, and really get close, because we were all kind of stuck in a bowling alley, an old bowling alley for 22 days. So we all became very, very, very familiar with each other and how we smell when we sweat in a LA summer. It was a dream come true. It was awesome.
Now, are you a bowler yourself?
I'm a bowler. I'm like more of a recreational bowler. My brother is like, he's a little bit more hardcore with it. Like he had his own personalized ball and stuff. I am not a bowler, but I am very competitive. So when I bowl, I play for keeps. You know what I'm saying?
What's it like working with your brother so closely on stuff like that?
You know what's funny is that we've done it a lot. You know what I mean? And it's like on and off in our careers, we don't do every project together, but we've done projects together here and there. On top of that, like growing up, like we would film stuff together and write things, and it was kind of the norm. It felt very comfortable. It was very normal. We know how each other works. We speak each other's language. So it was good. I mean, it was good as always. We always enjoy working together.
Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But tell me a little bit about The Gutter.
The Gutter, I have not seen it yet. I'm going to see it as soon as we stop talking. But it was one of the funniest scripts I've read in a long time. And it's very rare that you read a script and you go, oh, I'm laughing and I don't even know who the actors are going to be yet. This is just funny. And it was bold and they were just clearly throwing caution to the wind. And the guys that wrote it were directing it. So I thought, well, okay, I think we're in safe hands here. And it was a role that, this kind of slimy broadcaster of a D-League network that I've never played before. I thought, well, this will be fun.
That's amazing. Well, you're such a comedic genius, I feel like. Yeah, you are. I agree. Listen, yeah, I know. But so do you feel like you brought a lot more comedy to the role, or was it all on the page?
Someone said, did you improvise? I went, no, I just said what they wrote because they wrote it really funny. And what's really fun about this movie is that nobody in the story is trying to be funny. Nobody's cracking jokes. They're just saying stuff that's so wrong and so misguided that it's funny to us. But part of what's funny is like, my guy is just a really misguided, does not know the crap that's coming out of his mouth. And it's like, and if he knew, it would be less funny.
I love that. Now, are you a bowler yourself?
Fantastic bowler, sometimes in the double digits.
Nuh-uh. Is that even possible? I mean, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Is it possible to go that low?
Sometimes sometimes in the mid 80s. I have a thing, and this has been true for years. I don't bowl often. When I do, I will take a couple of practice rounds and usually strikes. And then I'll bowl and then like a 64. I go, what happened in a practice round? It goes away. I don't know what happens. I think the hand tires or something.
When you were reading the script, was there something you were most excited to film?
No, I was most excited to see it. I couldn't wait to see it.
That's amazing. And this cast is phenomenal. What's it like working with everyone? Shameik, Susan, of course.
They're all so different and funny. And, I had never worked with Susan Sarandon. She's obviously goddess, and she's great. And she's so bold in this and so, okay, she's just tough ass. And I had not worked with Darcy or Shameik, and they were great. They're great. One thing I learned about a bowling movie, because I always forget about this till I go bowling, the little hand dryer before you, I want to get that installed in the bedroom. Just before you get into bed, just whatever, hands, whatever you want. But as long as there's some cold air blowing, I think we're in good shape.
I love it. Now I've got to ask you real quick about Beverly Hills Cop because I'm very excited. Is there anything?
I haven't seen it either. I saw the trailer that everybody saw. It'll look great. Eddie Murphy, you're going to be surprised. Very funny. Very talented and very funny young man. No, I haven't seen it. It was kind of surreal. I was doing these scenes with Eddie, and it's 40 years since we did the same, and we did a callback to a joke that was 40 years. I go, are people going to remember the setup in 1982?
Of course we will.
Of course they will.
Hello, congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
I'm such a big fan of yours, so I'm the league,
oh my gosh, thank you so
phenomenal. So I'm very excited to see you in this. So tell me a little bit about The Gutter and your character.
Well, The Gutter is, to me, one of the funniest films I read a script for. Isaiah and Yassir just created something that I feel like feels like Dumb and Dumber meets Kingpin. And I think in the trinity of bowling movies, this is going to be, it's going to be one of the big ones. And look, finally we'll get people talking about bowling again.
So are you a good bowl? Do you go bowl?
Do I go bowl? I have bowled. I bowl with my kids. And what I really love when I go with my kids is that there's a machine that you can put the ball on. And I'm like, well, then it'd be great. You put those gutters up on the side so you block out the thing. There's a lot of things in place now to make you a better bowler. And I will take advantage of all of them.
But you didn't do that during filming, I'm sure.
No. During filming, I'm a very good bowler. A bowler who loves hand lotion. Got to keep my fingers very lubricated. So yeah,
Well, what are you most excited for people to see in this movie?
What I love about this movie is that it's just laugh out loud funny. I think the first time I saw it, I was crying laughing, and that to me feels like a feeling I haven't had in the theater in such a long time. I feel like people aren't making big, bold comedies. So that's what I'm really most excited for people to see. Whether you're a bowling fan or not, you could just be a Shameik fan. I mean, he's hilarious in it.
Or Paul fan.
Or you could be a Paul fan.
Right. I mean, from like a comedic genius of yourself.
Yes,
It says a lot though that like you were entertained.
Oh my gosh, it made me. It just killed me. It's really, really fun, and it looks amazing. Susan Sarandon, Paul Reiser. It's the best.
It's amazing. It's a great cast. A great cast. I've got to ask you about Knuckles though, because oh my gosh, so excited for this. What can you tell us?
Well, hilariously, in Knuckles, I also play a bowling person. Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. So,
It's your new niche.
yeah, exactly. So, in the brand new Knuckles series, I am a part of ESPN Ocho, which we're bringing back from Dodgeball, and we are very prominent in the final couple episodes where Knuckles enters a very big bowling tournament with Carrie Elways and Adam Pally.
That sounds like it's going to be amazing.
Oh, it was insane. We were in London and they created this gigantic bowling alley that was supposed to be in Reno, Nevada. And the costumes, everything about it is going to be great. That show is going to be absolutely wild.
I mean, just from the trailer, I was like, oh, I'm all in.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. It really is. It's going to be great.
Awesome. I can't wait. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hello. Congratulations.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Lovely. How are you?
I'm here. I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous. So tell me about the gutter.
Yeah. Oh, the gutter. It's a big ball of fun. It's a big ball of fun, and it's probably the most vulnerable I've been in a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting. I hope people laugh. It's just hard to make me laugh, so I just wanted to show range, you know. So I'm excited. My character Walt is kind of offbeat, but he's like cool at the same time. He's like weird, but you love him. Yeah, man, I hope I can get a laugh today. That's all I'm here. I'm like, we can do this.
I'm sure you'll get plenty of laughs.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very excited to see it. So when you got the script, was there something you were like most excited to shoot?
Most excited to shoot. We shot this a while ago. I'm trying to think. What was the most exciting? I mean, I wanted to do the bowling shots. I came up with this signature wind up for the bowl scenes. Maybe it was that, I don't know. I have to think on that.
Yeah. What do you hope people take away from this movie?
I'm not 100% sure. I just hope people live their life and love to laugh. I hope we make somebody laugh with this movie. That's what I hope.
Amazing. I've got to ask you, is there anything you can tease for the next Spider-Verse? Because my family is so excited.
It's coming soon. I can't wait.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you've done...
So excited because I haven't seen the finish.
You haven't even seen it yet?
Not the finished. I saw like a much earlier kind of cut without special music and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've done so many things in your career. You're phenomenal. But what was it about the gutter that really made you want to be a part of it?
Don't you always want to do a bowling movie?
Always.
Where you're iconic bowler? Yeah. I read the script and it was just so unpredictably funny and irreverent and inappropriate. And I just thought it would really be fun. And so, there's something about being in really independent, low-budget films that manages to get a crew and cast together, not for profit, right? So it creates an atmosphere that's very different than when you're on a money job or even a big studio job or whatever. It becomes immediately collaborative. You don't have time to overthink because you're moving so fast. Everyone's so grateful that you're part of it. And, so much fun.
Yeah.
And this group was really...
This is a great cast.
Yeah, really weird, great bunch of people. And it turned out to be everything I hoped. And we still, like last night we were together and we laughed our asses off, and the press. It's always fun to do press with other people, not just isolated. Somehow that makes it so much funnier.
Yeah. That's amazing. So are you a bowler in real life?
No, I threw my ass out when I first had my first lessons because you have to do this and then you're like on one leg and this one has to go that way. And after one intense in New York when I was learning to have better form, because all my experience was with my kids and they're bumpers.
Same.
Yeah,
Makes
right.
it a lot easier.
All for
And the thing,
bumpers.
you can roll it down.
I'm totally down for bumpers. Anyway, so no, I had to learn to do that, and I just completely strained my left buttocks when I first did that. So I told them ahead of time that. But Shameik ended up being pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he said he's pretty competitive.
Yes, that's true. But I'm smoking while I bowl. I mean, like, it's completely ridiculous. So I don't think anyone expects to really see me. That's not the point.
Right.
And the point is just I'm such a horrible person, which is always so much fun.
You was gonna say, is that more fun to play?
Oh, completely. Wouldn't you rather be Hook than Peter Pan?
No.
I mean, no. I mean, I just think you get to say and do things that you never would do. When you're saying, "I'm so sorry, let us pray" through an entire movie, it's a whole other thing. But when you're the bad guy and you could just the thing that's nice about this script is that it's so innately funny and it goes by so fast because we play it very straight, so you'll probably have to see it more than once.
I'm not mad at that.
Because it definitely is so funny on its own that you don't have to wink to the audience or push it too much or whatever. You can just kind of throw things away, and it's so stupid and crazy that it's really funny. And that's nice when the script does the burden of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think it is about South by Southwest that makes it the perfect place to play this?
I feel like people that play this particular movie, well, there's an awful amount of youngins that come to the festival. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
And I think they're kind of more open-minded, and the expectation, I don't think, because there's so many independent films, small films, documentaries, I just feel like it attracts a much more progressive, well, I don't even know if it's progressive, but kind of open and ready to roll with it, kind of their expectation. It's just like young people don't really have an allegiance to the Republicans or the Democrats. I feel like they also don't have an allegiance to needing the film to be immediately recognizable about this is this and that is that. I feel like they have a much more open kind of acceptance of media, because they're in so much of it.
And then before we wrap, I've just got to tell you, you're one of my favorite DC villains. I think you were amazing.
Thank you.
That must have been so fun to play.
That was really, I love those guys, and on Hell too. And when, I was sad that we really got gypped because we couldn't do any press.
I know.
We kept saying to them, can we do press before, we're going to go on strike, and they were like, don't worry, we're busy doing this one. And then it came and we couldn't, pour on Hell, who's not even English, it's not his first language. It was stuck with everything.
I've gotten to speak with him. He was great, but...
And also the Spanish-speaking community really got us so that it actually beat Barbie that first weekend. And then there were storms. So I'm really happy that it's, that you could still find it, because I think a lot of people just didn't get the chance because of all that.
I mean, everyone who's seen it has loved it,
Yeah,
So
I just love the idea that it's love that conquers all. It's not just force, and the family is so great. And I was sad that a lot of my scenes with Harvey were cut, because we had a lot of really funny stuff together, but
He's great too.
He's so much fun.
I
So
can only
much
imagine.
fun. I don't know if you can completely imagine, because we've hung out a little in New York when he's been in. He's really a treat. And so that was kind of sad, because we had some great kind of improvisational stuff that happened, and then it didn't, make it in finally. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, congratulations.
What's up? How you doing? Thank you so much. I super appreciate it.
I'm very excited for this movie.
Yeah, it's gonna get some people talking, so I'm excited for people to see it.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about it.
I'm Brother Candy in the film. I play one of Shameik Moore's character's best friends. I work at the bowling alley. I'm always there hanging out, talking reckless. I give a lot of good quotes. I'm somewhat the controversial figure of the film, so I'm excited for people to see it and then find out who hates me online.
So are you a bowler yourself?
You know what? I bowls. I balls out a little bit. If I'm lucky, I'll get 100. I'm not that good. I got tiny wrists, so
that's a good excuse.
I'm not winning no championships out here. You know what I'm saying? So.
I love it. What was it about this movie that made you want to be a part of it?
Yassir called me. I mean, I don't know that's my guy. I mean, listen.
You can't say no.
I'm just trying to work.
Yeah,
No.
there you go.
No,
Money.
It was a comedy. Susan Sarandon's in it. Susan Sarandon.
Yeah. Right.
So Shameik's in it. Darcy. So I'm easy, man. You put a couple of names that I just respect and I wanted to always work with. You tell me where to show up and tell me what time they're serving the food. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Well, congratulations. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you so much. I super appreciate it.
Well, hello, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much.
So what was it about The Gutter that made you want to be a part of it?
I mean, it's an absurd bowling comedy with Susan Sarandon, Shameik Moore. I mean, it kind of sells itself, to say the least. Yeah. So.
Were there any other movies, like especially sports movies maybe, that you like use inspiration from when doing the cinematography?
I mean, I think the fun thing, besides looking at like Kingpin or Dodgeball, like we did look at, like Talladega Nights. It was funny to go back to more of that 2000s era of movies, and it's like, what was so nostalgic and fun about those?
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, how
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit about The Gutter.
Oh, you don't you dare.
I just complimented you.
I love it. So tell me a little bit about The Gutter.
It's honestly just, I think, the quintessential fish out of water story, man versus the world a little bit. It's just about a, kind of hood dude who enters the world of bowling, which is not hood at all, like if you know anything about professional bowling in particular, it's a certain type of person who bowls professionally. So to see this guy, amongst these faces is, to me, some of the most fun, but he gets a little too big for his britches, which pulls Susan Sarandon's character out of retirement, as she is the most decorated bowler of all time.
Well, let's talk about this cast. Like you just mentioned Susan Sarandon, but we've got Paul Reiser, Shameik Moore. I mean, it's insane.
Darcy Carden, who's just like truly a genius. We have Kim Fields, Jack A. Harry, Langston Kerman, Jay Ellis, Paul Scheer, Adam Pally, Adam Brody. It's like almost too many to name. But, you work in this industry long enough and you have enough friends that you're just like, okay, one day I'm going to call all you guys and I need you to do this for $5. And it just so happened everyone needed $5 when I made that call, so I'm pretty hyped on it.
I love it. Now, what makes South by Southwest the perfect festival for this film?
I'm gonna be 100% real. Number one, it's Texas, and but number two, I think that and this is gonna sound, I don't know how it sounds, whatever, but Texas still does have the mentality of everyone can just have fun and we can all relax. And, I came from and I still do stand-up comedy. This is also a brand new kind of hub of that. And so this is a festival that takes itself seriously and also allows itself to have fun. And that's what we wanted, It's yes, it's a movie and blood, sweat, tears, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's a movie about bowling. So it's you don't want to go to Cannes and be like, right, and some movie about a kid who's a war hero gets a 20-minute applause and then they play us next and we're like, anybody, so.
Can I get a minute?
Yeah, exactly. We love it here. I've been here a few times doing comedy before, and the moment they accepted us, we were like, there's literally no one else to premiere that we'd want. So we're so hyped.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. I can't wait.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see y'all soon.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit about the movie.
Well, what's cool about this movie is it's a party. It's just one night at my house. I'm throwing this big, huge Hollywood party. I'm playing a former actress named Rose, who can't really get a job anymore and is now a mom, and I would say sort of depressed and broken, and is having a pretty complicated time in her marriage, and there's a lot of betrayal that is uncovered over the course of the evening, and I'll just leave it there.
Oh, I'm very excited to see it. So what's it like working with Walton? Because I think he's phenomenal.
Walton is a great actor. He is electric, and he's very funny. He's very alive on screen.
I love that. Now, when you were reading the scripts, was there something in particular you were most excited to film?
I was, yeah. There's a scene with Pedro that I have. Pedro plays my ex-boyfriend from many years before, and there's a scene where he's a famous actor now, the character, and Pedro, in real life. And I've known Pedro for a long time. And he says to my character, like, well, why did you stop acting? Like, why don't you do it anymore? And she's like, I didn't. Like, they're not calling me. I'm 48 years old. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't. So it's a really interesting look at what it means to be aging and mortality for women, and it feels very accurate.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what about South by Southwest do you think makes The Uninvited the perfect film to go?
First of all, this is the best film festival in America, hands down. It's the most fun. It's got the most cinephiles already built into the city. They don't have to fly from anywhere to come see the movies. Everyone here loves film because it's Austin. It's culture capital of the lower half of America. So I think people will love this movie because it's an intelligent film. It's not a lot of explosions or car chases, but it's a film of ideas, feelings, thoughts, magnificently written by Nadia, and I think it's a different kind of movie. It's the kind of film we need. The Barbies and the Oppenheimers, but we also need movies where atomic weapons aren't either built or exploded, where human beings just get to talk about their unravel themselves and realize how desperately horrible life is.
Desperately horrible life is. That's depressing.
No, it's funny because you have to laugh at that.
That's true. Yeah, if you don't laugh, you'll cry, right?
Because we can all relate to it. I mean, at least I can.
What are you most excited for audiences to see?
To see great actors. I'm not talking about myself, but Walton and Pedro Pascal and Elizabeth Reiser and everybody, Rufus Sewell, like magnificent actors doing a theatrical type film. Nadia originally wrote it as a play and then adapted it to the screen, and it's great to see actors really working in a confined space and time situation. So you have all the explosiveness of the theater, but it's in the closeness and of a film. So.
And Nadia said it was shot in like 15 days.
Yeah, I'm still exhausted.
That sounds like a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. Fast and furious, but they're very well planned out, and hopefully we'll see the results.
I was going to say, were there any challenges behind that, like trying to do it so quickly?
Yeah, staying awake is a huge challenge for me on any particular day, especially with 12 to 15-hour days, night shooting. It's guerrilla filmmaking. And listen, all the actors came to be in this because they love the project, they want to be a part of it. It's a passion project, passion film, that has its own energy.
Yeah. What was it in particular about The Uninvited that made you be like, yes, I need to be a part of this?
Well, mostly because Nadia asked me to be in it. And also a chance to work with friends. I know most of the people in the cast, and it's always great to work with friends. And it was a great script. I mean, there was no reason not to do it. I'm trying to find a reason not to be in it, but now it's too late. It's already been shot. I can't sue them. I can't get my image removed unless I bought the film and destroyed it, like Jerry Lewis did in the day that. Yeah, that's a thought.
It's a thought.
First, I'll have to make enough money. Now, let me get back to you.
Okay, perfect.
I wouldn't deprive humanity of what will be a film. A cult classic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very excited to see it, so congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to see it, too. It'll be first for me.
Have you not seen it?
No. So, looking forward to it.
Was there something you were most excited, to shoot when you had the scripts, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but, it's just to work with these great actors, that's the most exciting thing. And also support Nadia. It's a first-time director, She's a great writer, so it's a good thing all around.
Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did you always have Walton in mind to play the husband while you were writing this?
Actually, no. Weirdly, You haven't seen the movie.
Not
so
yet.
there's
No, I
it
haven't.
was actually the Pedro Pascal character that I always thought of him for the role, you know, and in a weird switch around, you know, not that Pedro was going to play the husband ever, but it was more that, you know, it was against type.
Yeah.
So that's what was interesting about that. Yeah.
What's it like directing your husband?
It's complicated, really. Actually, right before we started making the film, when he realized that he had no choice, he had to do the movie. That's kind of part of it too. So it's like, you know what actor do I know that is 50 that like you're doing the movie? No, anyway, so he was reading the script and it was originally a play. So he knew about it when it was a play and I had done rehearsals and all these kinds of things, but I changed it into a film during COVID because it's that time period that I felt like theaters were going to be out for a long time. And then I realized this had always been a film. It's like a very intimate play. And so I'm eavesdropping on his interview. Sorry. I know. Sorry. Anyway, he read the script now for the first time as the actor that was going to play the role. And he's like, I'm not this guy. You know that I'm not this husband because he's playing a husband that I wrote, you know, so it was very interesting. And some people looked at it like it was some sort of biopic of our marriage. And it's absolutely not a biopic of our marriage, but it's kind of hard to separate the two. And there are weird themes and resentments in a long relationship that are true, you know, and they come up. So there's nothing more fascinating than see your husband play a character that you wrote have to apologize to the wife character. This is how I got him to say sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Cathartic, right?
It's very cathartic. It's like, see, you said it. It's all your fault.
I love that so much. So tell us real quick a little bit about The Uninvited.
Well, it's a story about a couple with a young child, and they're getting ready for a very important party. And right before the party starts, an old woman shows up thinking that she's returned home. And so it's the story of who is this woman? Why is she here? How do we find who she belongs to? And in many ways, it's a whole film about belonging. Like, where do you belong as a mother, as a woman, as an old person who everyone has died, and you're roaming the streets of Los Angeles trying to remember which one of these houses that all kind of look alike, which one of these is yours. And she turns this superficial, vain family into her makeshift family on the last night of her life. So it's really a beautiful sort of story of like a reordering of principles.
I mean, I can't wait to see it. But final question, what do you think it is about South by Southwest that makes it the perfect place to debut this film?
To me, it is the bastion of independent film, like true independent film. We made this movie in 15 days. We shot 120 pages in 15 days with an incredible group of actors that were all friends, mostly. And for very little tiny bits of money, you know what I mean? And so we had no trailers. We had, you know, like, I had no chair. I had no chair. Like, one of the things that, you know, so it was like, this is not a movie that was made with the kind of support that you see, you know, in so many movies. And to me, like, South by is the place that is, like, championing any filmmaker from any background and any, like, budget. And are you trying? What do you do? You know what I mean? So that's what's so exciting. And also the audience here. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Nice. Yeah. They better be the famous nice audience. I'm counting on it.
Well, hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to see this.
Can't wait for you to see it.
So when she was writing this, were you always, do you think, like, in mind to play the husband, or did it just kind of come about?
I had like an existential crisis kind of every day, like reading the script for the first time and thinking, are you talking about me? Am I the dude in this? No, it was it was an incredible opportunity and a role that I couldn't turn down because of what the movie is saying. I didn't want to do it initially because this is her thing, but we brought a bunch of friends together and to really say what this movie has to say, and it was an incredible experience. We survived, and it brought us closer.
Oh, I love that. So tell me a little bit about The Uninvited.
It's a story about a group of people, about a couple that's having a party, a very important party for the husband, and you'll find out kind of as the movie goes along. And over the course of this party, a stranger shows up and upends everyone's experience. And by the end of it, everyone at any given time in the movie is the uninvited, and you realize that by the end of the movie, that the thing that is most uninvited is time, and it gives everyone an opportunity to show up and really think about their lives, to be invited to a much deeper experience.
I'm really, really excited to see it.
It's funny as shit,
Is
you
it?
know? Yeah, for sure. And but then when it lands, it lands. Yeah.
And then I've got to ask you real quick about Fallout because I love the video game series and I've actually seen the first 2 episodes. I was at the thing in LA, I know, and I've got to just, how was it playing the Ghoul? Because you're phenomenal.
Thank you. That's very, very kind of you to say. It was taxing, you know, exhausted, but it was, you know, the opportunity of a lifetime, and I can't wait for you to see where it goes, and what happens before the bombs drop. You know, there are 2 different worlds that we're exploring, and it was just it was one of those life experiences, not unlike this.
Yeah.
With my wife. There you go. I hope you enjoy it.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what was it about Y2K that made you want to be a part of this film?
I love the script, and I really love Kyle Mooney, and I don't know, it was just it was a really good script. It was really funny and like entertaining, and I liked my character in it. It was, and a good like group of people were involved, and so I felt excited to join it.
Awesome. Well, tell me about your character.
I play a character named CJ, and he's like, he's kind of you know, he takes pride in his taste in music, and I feel like his taste in music is a lot of what to him identifies his like character. But he's at the bar. He's like a sweet guy, and he's like very authentic. And yeah.
I'm so excited to see it tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited for you to see it. Yeah.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Big fan of your work. Very excited to see you in this. What was it that made you want to be a part of Y2K?
Oh man, I'm lucky to be a part of it. I auditioned for this thing. I was like, I want to work with Kyle Mooney. Kyle Mooney's a hero of mine. Shaped my humor. He like changed my life and my friends' lives. And, I would have done anything with him, and it happened to be a dope script.
What was it like working with him?
Man, it was so fun. I mean, hard to take him seriously sometimes. He's so funny, even though he's giving us real notes. He's our director and our captain on the film, but you know, he's busy cracking us up. Which was like a little distracting, but overall great experience. Also, just like a lovely, lovely person.
I love that because I'm a big fan of his work too. Well, congratulations! I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I would love to talk to you real briefly. Yes, well, congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
I'm such a huge fan of yours. I think you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I'd love to know what it was about Y2K that made you want to be a part of this.
I think it was, I kind of grew up like watching Carl when he would like post his videos on YouTube and all his skits, and I love him in that. And I guess the first like Zoom call I had with them, they were like so genuine, and the script was so beautiful, yet really silly, and it kind of doesn't take itself seriously, but kind of does. And the filming process was really great. Heaps of like practical effects. Weta Workshop did it. So it was kind of like a combination of like all these different things that kind of made me, really drawed me to it. And Carl and Evan were like really open to being like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, in like the context of the world. So yeah.
Well, I've got to say, are we going to see you in Deadpool 3? Because if we don't, it's a shame.
I unfortunately you won't, but I'm super excited for people to see it. I'm gonna be buying a ticket to go watch it.
You're not going to buy, I want to see you there. You're so good in 2.
But hey, it is what it is. What can you do?
I know. And you got to work with Taika again, too.
Yeah, I have to work with him. Yeah, I have to work with that guy.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to see this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to see this tonight. What are you most excited for people to see?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. I'm excited for everyone to see all of it because I think it's going to be so fantastic, and I think there's so many like gaspable moments that I cannot wait to see it with an audience. The first time I saw it was just with me and Rachel and Jaeden, and we did our best to like MST3K it up and have a good time. But I'm so excited to see it with people and hear the laughter and just really embrace it.
Amazing. So what was it that made you be like, yes, this is something I want to be a part of?
I've truly never read a script like it. There's something about the way that Kyle and Evan write that is just so strange and creative and fun and unusual. And when you have that much fun, even just reading the script, you know that the filming is going to be insane. Like you could just taste it.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I'm excited for literally everyone to see it. You're gonna love it. I don't even know you, and I know you're gonna love it.
Hello, congratulations. So great to meet you. Such a big fan of your work.
Thank you.
What was it about Y2K that made you want to be a part of this film?
So different than anything I'd ever done before. I've never gotten to do like straight up comedy, and the fact that there was a disaster aspect to it was very fun. And I'm a huge Kyle Mooney fan, so it was an immediate yes.
I mean, who isn't a huge fan?
Exactly. Yeah, we love Saturday Night Live. I'm a New Yorker. It just kind of all fell into place. He's the best.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.